Only up.
Okay. Well, we need to look at the line. The line? Yes? Okay. Okay, so. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of DDP, known as Diva'S Dose Podcast. I'm your gracious host, Sharnita, or just simply Nita. And we're going to start off to the right, to my other beautiful co-host.
I'm Renee. Hey. It's your girl, So Me.
Okay, to the left.
And this your girl, Peaches. No cream, but I still got all the tea.
And it is Dr. Love, the only doctor who prescribes wine.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so you guys know before we get started, we just want to say a really quick prayer as always. Got to keep God in it, because without him, we ain't nothing. We are not anything. So here we go. Dear God, we humbly come to you, thanking you for traveling grace to and from our destinations, and we ask that you bless this union of 5 women, 5 voices, 5 mics, and 1 space. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. So let's get to it. Today's topic is going to be about marriage, money, and infidelity. Okay. So look, how many of you guys can relate to that? I mean, I know I can. And if you can, we just want to hear from you. If you want to hit the line.
Or chit chat.
Yeah.
So the number is 832-560-2885. Who wants to start it off? Okay, well, first of all, hold up, y'all. I think I'm moving ahead of myself. Dr. Lou. Look, so hold up. Okay, so today's topic actually is STEM, so I got to give the backdrop. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Okay, so it stems from, I don't know if you guys have heard about the social media story with Miss Gail, her husband Harold, and the mistress Sabrina. So really quick, just give you a little bit backstory on it if you haven't been following it. Miss Gail and her husband Harold have been married for 25 years. Seems like Harold had a mistress for 2 years. Well, now it's 4 years, but when she found out it was 2 years, and she told him we could work it out, yada yada, whoop de whoop, go to counseling, move away. Well, Mr. Harold was like, hell to the now. We're gonna work this out, or you're gonna just have to accept my mistress. Well, Miss Gail was like, hell to the now. She wanted a divorce. Harold said no, he's not parting ways with his money. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what I would do in a situation like that. So what would you guys do in a situation like that? I don't know what I would do. I'm gonna start with Dr. Love.
Well, first of all, if he was the one who caused the issue, then he don't have a say-so if we can work it out or not.
Okay.
He doesn't have a say-so.
Okay.
Why he don't have a say-so?
Because if he's the one who screwed up, he's got to learn. He's got to figure it out why he screwed up. He need to figure it out within himself what made him screwed up. You know what I mean? Like, what made you cheat? What made you, you need that, because that's a problem within himself. Something made him want to cheat, made him want to have a mistress. And it wasn't just a one night stand. It was a year. So it turned into a relationship. They developed feelings, all of these things. So who knows what he was telling this woman, like, I'm going to be with you, blah, blah, blah. You don't know what the backstory was. So the point I'm making is, if he is the one who did the infidelity, then we got to figure out and start with him. Like, what's your issue? Because if I decide to work this out with you, how I know you're not going to do this again?
Well, of course he's going to do it again, because once a cheater, always a cheater.
For real. Right. Correct.
So,
yeah.
And let me just say this. I don't know. Maybe he just loves women. Some men just like women.
That's true.
And they just want their women. They want to have their cake and eat it too.
That's true.
But I say you should have your cake and eat it too then. Because I like chocolate cake and I like vanilla ice cream with my cake. With a little champagne.
Okay.
Well, today I think I'm having margaritas. But anyway, that's just me.
Okay.
So, but the thing of it is, he is a creature of habit
Okay.
because it's a twist with it. Gail was his mistress when he was married to his first wife. I went down the rabbit hole
Okay.
and looked at all of the videos. The
Okay.
second mistress started telling on Gail. People were DMing her trying to get information, and she let it loose, saying that well, she can't talk because she was the mistress when he was to wife number one.
Whoa. Okay.
And so Gail did refute that slightly by saying that, well, she didn't know he was married initially.
Girl, stop.
And when she found out, she pulled back and didn't really date him. And then she went on to say, well, I wasn't really interested in him anyway because he wasn't my type. He was overweight and he was this and he was that.
Okay.
But she still ended up with him for 25 years.
Yes.
So what does that say about her?
Especially when we start sending them diamond earrings and all them lavish
That
gifts.
part, yeah.
Them diamond earrings
That
make
money-
you rethink.
That money was definitely her type.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
So me personally, I just think that I know that it's a common thing in marriages. I know people stay in it for money because they don't want to lose what they have put into it.
That's right.
Especially with the people that have pensions and things of that nature. They rather, although they don't let that other spouse know what they're doing, they just go on about their business. They live a single but married life. And that's just the nature of it. They don't want to lose. They don't want that woman or that man to walk away with half of what they have.
Because it's cheaper to keep.
It's cheaper to keep them.
Cheaper to keep her, huh?
It is cheaper to keep it, but the audacity of him
Yes.
when he said,
Yeah.
I ain't losing none of my money.
See what I'm saying? And so for that, you know, yeah.
He was honest. I mean, at least he lied about that.
Let me tell you
about
something.
that.
You should have been thinking about all of that
Yes.
when you was having that relationship.
Yes,
That's all I can say.
So you gonna take him to the bank?
Well, no, I don't have to because I have my. It's not about taking them to the bank. It's not about. Here's the thing: when a divorce or a separation, when it comes into play, you don't have to get evil to make a point.
Okay.
You don't have to make it evil. You don't have to take him to the bank, but you can make him realize what he messed up on.
Okay.
And there's ways to do that without taking him to the bank.
Well, here's my analogy of it. If he's done it before, what makes her think? And I think we talked about this last week. If you're the mistress, why would you go in thinking that he wouldn't do you the same way? If you should have already known his pattern because that's how he got you. So what made her think that she was going to be able to do more to lock him down and keep him from doing it again?
Well,
Oh, go ahead, Dr. B.
no, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna real quick chime in. The wife that he left for Gail, she said, "Oh, she just now figuring out how he really is."
Okay.
So, from my understanding, she said he told Gail he stopped sleeping with his first wife because, well, no, she doesn't want to have sex with me. That's what he told Gail. So Gail was like, well, why don't you want? That's why he was cheating. That's why the marriage was over. He was cheating on. He stepped out on his first wife with Gail.
Okay.
So she, so the first wife said, no, it wasn't that I just got tired of sleeping with him. I got tired of going to the doctor for these STDs.
Girl, give me my wine. I need something to drink. Let me start with the Moscato because it's about
That's
your whole
situation.
situation.
Right there. I mean, if you're gonna cheat,
That's deep.
man or woman,
Yeah, that right there. But she's allowing that.
Right.
When I would have got the first STD, his ass would have been gone. Can I cuss? 'Cause wait, let me put
His arse.
listen.
ARS is his
listen,
arse. Would have been gone.
Let me see. I wasn't even gonna drink tonight. I was just gonna let it sit up.
but
there.
on that one, you had to get you some of that
Jesus.
good, delicious.
Jesus.
Right, because
Well,
not only is he playing with her heart,
yeah,
he's also playing with her life.
and her
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey, it must
Yeah.
be some good deed, child, to be doing all that. And
But I don't
going
even
all
think
that.
it's
I don't know.
that.
It
I
really
ain't
is.
about that. It's not
The
always
first
like
one,
that.
I'm done. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna give me nothing.
No, for real. That's when we start. When you
No.
start messing with the health, that's a whole nother.
And that means you
other-
real nasty.
right.
You real
Right.
nasty.
That mean you.
Just
That mean you.
sticking
You
it in.
having sex, unprotected, all of that, and that's a. Oh, girl, let me.
Yeah, baby, go ahead.
So I think to Renee's statement, she was spot on when she said men are creature of habit. People are creature of habit. And trust me, if she was really paying attention, she would have seen the signs. If he's saying, "Oh, well, we weren't sleeping together," and then he's doing it with her, like, what? Why would she not question any of his habits? Like, why?
Yeah.
If you were the mistress first,
Right.
I think that she
okay.
saw the red flags, but she ignored them because so often women will ignore the red flags,
Right.
and I think that she saw those dollar signs.
Okay, so the dollar signs the reason why she ignored the red flags. And I mean, some of us can be guilty of that. I mean, yeah.
Well, let me go a little step further and say how men are naturally are.
Mhm.
I mean, they are breeders. So, and hunters. So maybe it just may be natural. Now, not all men are like that. Now, some men are just one
definitely.
type of men.
Yes.
But you do have some men that go out there, and that's why they got 4 or 5 baby mamas, because they like to spread their seeds.
Right.
And they may have a good woman at home that's treating them right, but they just love women, and that's what they're breeded to do. I mean, that's the anatomy of a man, is to go out there and breed, and have plenty of women, and yeah.
Well, this is my opinion.
You know how a dog do, right? You know that dog go out there and hump all them dogs.
And you can't
Okay,
teach them new tricks.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't.
understand.
That's all
I
I'm saying.
understand, Peaches. I get
I
it.
ain't trying to say that.
So what I'm thinking in my mind, like, I don't really know the situation, but I do know I've coached enough people that have dealt with infidelity and all of those things. Sometimes the woman or the wife or whatever, the mistress, the side piece, whatever, they feel like once he gets with her that he will change because, I'm just,
you right.
Yeah, I'm just saying
That is the
that,
biggest lie.
yeah, that he will change because he went head over heels and backwards to appease her. She felt like she done more tricks, whatever, and she just felt like he would change for her. But now here we are, full circle story. What is it? Two. They were in the relationship
4 years now. I
for
think.
4 years
Yeah,
with the
now
mistress.
total,
Yeah. So okay, so then that brings me to the point to where, okay, if it was 4 years, now she had to know the red flags. 4 years, had to know it. So that
she
means,
knows, girl.
right. So what that
Yeah.
means is that she accepted it
Mhm.
and she allowed it. So if you accept it and you allow it, you definitely can't complain because you allowed it.
Now you talking about the mistress he have now?
Yeah, no, I'm talking.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm talking about, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the mistress now, I'm quite sure she do know, and she probably ain't doing no tripping because she look like she really young.
Well, she was
Yeah.
married
So-
previously.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
she
I think
cool
she's
with it.
still married.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's still married.
But now that Dr. Benita said that,
Mhm.
think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just blasting him
Uh-huh.
because of what he did to her.
Of course, she's
True.
hurt. She didn't think he would do it to
Because she had
her.
known the signs,
Yeah.
and now she's hurt
Yeah.
because he did her the same way she did
The
the
other
other woman?
lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, according to Miss Sabrina, it's about them coins, honey. Miss
Yeah.
Gail is trying to get on that Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Mm.
So she needs to put
Because
that
she
story
is
out
friends
there
Okay.
with Candy.
Candy, she's friends with Candy.
Yes, honey.
Smart business move, girl.
Mhm.
Do it.
Yeah.
And
And,
So
people,
the-
and people like publicity and all of that.
Yes.
So that would be good to get on a reality show. But everything that we've talked about, the only thing that struck a nerve with me, regardless if it's money, fame, you're trying to get on a talk show, any of that, don't play with my health. Period.
Mhm.
Because you can mess around and get something that you can't get rid of.
Okay, Miss Nicole Burgess says getting sloppy seconds. LOL. Okay, no ma'am. If you know well, if you know
well.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Well, damn. Okay.
Country Davis.
Courtney Davis says, same way you get them, same way you lose
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's right.
Okay.
That's true.
Hello.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nicole back.
But the thing that
Nicole Burgess, she said half of these men out here learning with
leaning
like,
with stank ding dong.
Oh my goodness.
Slang
Listen, y'all repeat that, but I want to make sure the people heard that.
Men out here, she says leaning. Maybe she's meant
Slanging.
slanging
Uh-huh.
with stank ding dong.
Oh.
LOL.
Okay, Nicole Burgess. Nicole, you want to call in and tell us something? Nicole, the number is 832-560-2885. And let me just mention, we haven't mentioned yet, for all of the listeners who are listening in and you have a story or you have a question, anything, you want to call us. That's what this is about. This is about maybe giving an answer to someone or solution. Somebody may have been in this type of situation and they might just want to answer. They might just be looking for an answer. And it may be something that we might discuss that might can help them. But what I did was put a little love doctor twist to it tonight. I said for the people who call in, we will put all of your names into a drawing and you will win a free bottle of wine. But you got to call in so we can put your name in the hat. So give us a call, share a story, give us a comment. We want to hear from you. That's what this is all about. The number is 832-560-2885. We want to hear from you.
Like I know you'll call ASAP because this wine.
That's right.
Okay.
Listen.
So do you guys think that it's a common thing now? Like I know like our grandmothers and our grandfathers, they lived in marriages for a long time.
Right.
And it was never really about the money because they established together and they, even though whatever took place, they grew old and they passed away together, right? Do you think it's a common thing now that it's money over love?
I just think at this point it's kind of more so out there. I'm quite sure back in the day, because Papa was a Rolling Stone, it was going on. It was going on. Now it's just more out in the public. It's on social media, and we are more aware of it now. But I'm quite sure back in the day when Papa and Mama was together, Papa had a few of them, because I know my grandfather had 10 kids and 3 baby mamas, and he was married to my mama. So I think this thing been going on. Was it about money back then? Who knows? But nowadays it's definitely about the money.
I think that it's definitely about the money, but depending on the generation.
Yes, depending on the generation.
Because a lot of the younger generation, they value the money over love.
The relationship. They do.
And they won't even try to work it out. They won't even try to go see Dr. Love and see if they can make some things happen.
They will not. They will not. They will not. They think they know it all. They think they know what love is, and they really don't. They don't have a clue. Because if they knew what love is, we would have more successful relationships, more long-term marriages, and we wouldn't be talking about topics like this all the time. These topics happen because these people don't understand what love is. They really don't. They don't value it. First of all, they don't even court each other. They don't court each other. It's a slide to the left, slide to the right, hook up. Let me send you these. Let me send you, the pics and all of that. Why would you do all of that and you even know this person?
Right. And they get flued out.
Yeah.
Well, what happens when if you do go into a relationship and it's about the money? What happens when the money's gone?
That's what I'm talking about right there. Because you cannot pay. You cannot. Yeah. When the money's gone, everything dries up.
But they're not thinking that far in advance.
Right.
They're thinking of the now, not the future.
That's correct.
So
and that's why they don't have
future,
long-term marriages. Right there.
Them ninjas ain't changing that playing flag football, talking all them flags. Girl, baby, just call in, child. I don't even understand
Somebody's coming in.
Let's see.
Hey, you on the line? What's going on with you?
Who we talking to?
Hey, y'all beautiful. My sister's online. Let me tell you what's popping with y'all. What's popping? I've been watching y'all tonight. I said, shoot, I'm going to tell y'all that I need to be in H-Town bound. You heard me?
So what you got for us tonight, Nicole?
I'm going to tell y'all something about this situation.
Let me put Nicole.
So I'm going to tell you, I've been married. I'm going to tell y'all, it's crazy as hell. I'm going to tell y'all about the thing. You got to just deal with shit.
Okay.
I've been married to a nigga for 28 years coming up this May.
Ooh, 28. Okay.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Sometimes you just got to sit back and relax.
Okay.
You let them niggas think they making the wrong move, baby. They ain't moving shit. They know that motherfucking black woman. We move all rooms. So you just let them think that shit. See, Angela know how I am. I'm crazy as hell. But anyway,
I'm my government
y'all, I'm telling you, I hope to see y'all next week. Cause peaches.
Thank you, peaches.
Cause you know what, life is life. You got to keep it licensed, right?
Yes.
You know, when you love somebody, you ain't gonna jump off over here and get over here with some nigga that's random for what? Setting your shit up for some fucked up shit. Fuck that. What's going on?
So you gonna ring the alarm? So you gonna ring the alarm like Beyonce say? Ring the alarm.
She done
I've been
ring
doing
it.
it.
Right.
I mean, damn, if I see another chick on your arm. Okay.
That's what it's gonna be.
Okay.
Listen, and you put that motherfucker on that arm, she gonna get jacked off because I'm gonna see you and I'm gonna jack her ass and you gonna get jacked too.
Oh, okay. Hey, so you keeping your man? Ain't nobody taking him. He can go out there and cheat as long as he know where to come back home. Because you know they say,
Well, I'm gonna tell you
know where to
something.
come back.
He might cheat. If he cheat, they gonna have a bad situation though. If I see it,
Yeah, I do believe
because I don't believe in the cheating shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Right.
You did that shit when you in your 20s.
That it speak.
Yeah.
When you get beyond that, no,
Yeah.
ain't nothing out here but nastiness.
Yeah. That's true.
And at that point, it becomes beyond a mistake. It's more like a decision.
Yes. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So my question to you is, in your 28 years of marriage, what would you say has carried you into those 28 years?
In my 28 years, what made me become the woman that I had to be, because I feel as if, you know, with African American men, because I don't call us black, because we're not Creole or crayons. We're African American because we came from a continent. Is that my husband, he's a man. I get it.
Right.
I'm a woman. I get it. When we have to work hard for one another, we work hard to fucking goddamn together. You know, when we doing things, we gonna come cohesively together to make shit work.
Right.
And that's how you need to do things, even if shit ain't all the way right.
Yeah.
But you don't just step out on a motherfucker. If somebody's fucking up, hey, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
We having a whole conversation.
That's right. A whole conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna go over here and dip and stop and suck nuts and no, I need to talk to my man. What you need, bro?
Bro,
You know,
bro.
what you need, bro?
Yes, we love it. Well, thank you, Nikki Pooh, for calling in, honey.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be in H-Town next week. Love you guys.
Calling in. Thank you. She done ring the alarm. Yes, she did. Yes.
You know, to her point though, I think that's kind of real, right? So what if you are in a money and you're in marriage and you chose money over love? If that communication is there, will it last?
So
Communication is number one. Communication is key.
Yep.
I mean, with business, that's what has to happen. Two-way comms.
That's right.
So let me.
So, like, yeah, I mean, with us, is that even women?
Yeah.
We know we just gotta be real with one another.
Okay.
Especially if you homegirls, right?
Right.
So when you with your nigga, you gotta be real too. Let's be real.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So don't be fake.
Yep.
But see, they got them other women out there. They be tiptoeing with them hoes out there in them streets sometimes. And you know, because what they want to do is they like them ones sometimes that just don't say shit. That's okay.
The low self-esteem.
You know the ones that just don't say shit.
The low self-esteem.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, the low. I don't like low. No, I don't do the low self-esteem. Because we all came from somebody better than anything. Because all of us as an African American creature look, I'm telling y'all, we blessed. So in my mind, when I see us as people, we can make anything work.
Yep.
All of us in relationships, anything. A man might step out, a woman might step out. You just gotta have a conversation. I need you to be here for me, bro. I need to be there for you. You know, it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm just being honest, like, don't give up on hope. Hey, you can go out here and step off to the left, and you get with the next nigga, and that motherfucking turn your whole world upside down.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'd rather be with the one I started with. You know?
At least you know him, right? You know what to expect.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Right.
No.
Well, thank you, Boo, for calling in, honey. We're gonna keep it moving. Let the next.
Yes, ma'am. Love you so much, and I'll see y'all next week. Love you, Tam.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
My government name again. She gotta stop calling me by my government name.
Hey, you're on the line with Diva'S. What's on your mind? Who we talking to?
My name Erica.
Erica.
Hey, Erica.
Hey y'all, how are y'all?
Good.
I'm good. So I tuned in tonight, so I just want to give my story.
Okay. We all ears.
Yeah, so it is a lot of times us as Black women, like you said, it is the money. I was in a marriage for 15 years, and yes, it was about the money. When I got with him, he was throwing bread, he was throwing money. I didn't have to worry about nothing. But guess what came with it? TV.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Baby, he would take my car, go see other women, and like you said, at times I would accept it. I knew what he was doing was wrong. Like, I understand the cheating. I knew it was wrong. And I accepted it because of the money and the dick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
so he had money and good dick. Okay.
Exactly. And he had the total package. Yes, but those were my younger days.
Okay.
But once I got a little older and a little wiser, I understood, like, it's not even about the money and it's not about the dick. Like you said, what if you bring me home something that I can't get rid of?
Yes.
Then what?
What I'm talking about.
And then how many times you gonna keep going to the doctor for STD? If he did bring
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me one trip and baby, I'm gonna shut your whole world down.
Wow.
So I'm a never. So he
Like,
gave you STD, right? He never did.
It never gave me an STD. You know, he I lost a kid dealing with him because, you know, I was stressing with him. Like I said, I was dealing with him because of his money. Like I said, I didn't have to want for nothing. That man was dropping money, but he was giving me that money to cover up the things that he was doing. And I was accepting that.
He was paying
and when you
across that bridge.
Exactly. Yeah. He got me good. Yep. He got me good. But once I got older and wiser, I'm like, hey, are you going to keep accepting this? Are you going to keep dealing with this? And then once I got to the point where it was time to divorce him, oh, now the crocodile tears come. Oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. Yeah, I allowed you 15 years of I gave you 15 years of my life to change.
Yeah.
You never changed. All these crocodile tears and all this you're doing mean absolutely nothing. It means nothing. It's time to move on. And I moved on and my life is baby better. I don't need no man for no money or no dick. We got dildos now. I know my car ain't gonna give me no STD.
Well, let me ask you this, Erica. What was the your turning point? What was the final straw that broke the camel's back that made you say enough is enough, and I'm not dealing with this no more? What was that thing that said that's it? What was the thing?
Baby, I was at home one day. I got a phone call from a female. So I was worried about the guy because I was like, where is he? Like, he ain't came home. Like, you know, what's going on? Like, I'm calling his whole family. And I realized his family was taking up for him. His family knew all along, you know, about him doing this. So this lady, she calls my phone and trying to find out he was laid up with the woman. He had the woman call my phone, honey, just to check and see if I was at home.
Wow.
I say, you're a bad bitch. When you call my phone to check and see if I'm at home for this nigga that you're cheating on me with a woman and you're married to me and you telling this woman that I was your sister? Nah, baby, I ain't his sister. No. We ain't sisters. No, sister and brother don't sleep together. They don't sleep in the same bed. If they do something wrong with them.
That's right.
So Erica,
and that was my turning point. I knew then. I left Louisiana,
came to Houston and I never turned back.
That's
Okay.
what I'm
All
talking
right.
about.
Good for
Good,
you.
good for you. And thank
Good for
God
you.
you got out of it
Yeah.
without getting something that you couldn't get rid of.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
15 years
Definitely.
is a long time. So God really
Definitely.
covers you.
Yeah.
He did, because you don't know how many women it was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't know that. You just know he was cheating. So there,
Exactly.
yeah. So thank God you got out of it safe, unharmed, and you got a better life. So that's the blessing out of all of it. And that you started saying to yourself, you deserve more. You have more self-worth for yourself. You have more self-respect for yourself. So kudos to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, hold on.
So
Me-
I do have a question for you. So if
Yeah.
you had to give anybody any advice that's listening right now, what would you tell them?
Know your worth.
Huh?
All right.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Erica. It's been
Yeah.
amazing talking to you, and
Yeah.
thank you for sharing your story. Like, we are
Yeah.
truly grateful
Thank you.
for
Thank
coming on
you.
the platform and talking to us.
Thank you.
And Erica, since you are one of the callers, if you could inbox me on social media and give me like your something, I don't know, number or social media, or it could be your social media information. So in case if you win, I have a way of getting in touch with you to get the wine to you.
Okay. I will send it to my friend Myrtle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
He can give you. He can give you. Yes, that's my bestie.
Okay.
Yes, so I give her the information and she can send it to you.
Okay. All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Stay blessed.
All right.
All right.
Bye bye.
All of these stories are going back to self-esteem.
Yes.
And so I have an analogy when it comes to low self-esteem.
Yes.
Men can spot it. They can
Instantly.
point it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say never be low-hanging fruit.
Never.
Absolutely.
The
Renee.
fruit that
Never.
falls on the ground is easy to pick up.
That's right.
It's bruised. It may have some damage to it, whatever.
Mhm.
Right.
The ones that you can reach,
Yes.
it's not ripe yet.
Right.
So I want to be at the top. You got to get a ladder. You got to get something to
That's
climb
it.
to get there.
That's it. You better say it.
Absolutely.
So
But-
never be low-hanging fruit.
That's
But
it.
I think like nowadays, like when you ask a person like, what is self-love, they really can't answer that question.
Yes, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know how to get
Because they
there.
don't know themselves.
And won't even invest in themselves to for
Right.
somebody like me to coach him about it.
Right.
Will not.
Sure.
Will not. I mean, I'm for real. I'm for
Yeah.
real. Like, let's just say you got $500 and you the main one, like got low self-esteem. You want to know why this relationship, you done been through 20, 50 relationships, you 50 years old plus whatever. You want to know why nothing didn't work out.
Mhm.
Instead of you going to go spend $500 on Gucci or whatever, take that money and come and invest into yourself and invest in somebody that know what they talking about, who got the history, who got the experience, and get yourself right. That's what I really challenge a lot of women and men, because I've coached men too and couples. I challenge everyone that's listening today. Bet on yourself this month for February. Bet on yourself. Like, forget about, it's Valentine's, it's all that. But Dr. Love, I coach love 365, 24/7.
Yes.
Invest into yourself. I guarantee you, when you see the investment that you put on yourself and you start learning your best life of who you are, everything will turn around for you in your life. Everything that's attached to you, your family, your kids, everything. Like so many clients that I've had, when I started coaching them, within a week or two, they kids started changing because they started seeing the change in them. So I'm telling you, self-love and self-care is very necessary. And when you learn that self-worth, there is some things that you just will not tolerate. You will not accept from people. So Renee, I totally agree with you saying. Totally agree.
So that leads me into another segue, polygamy.
Mhm.
So maybe he just can't be faithful and, he wants a polygamy relationship. That's part of marriage too, right?
Yeah.
So,
But
it's really
everybody
not
is in agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
until somebody step out. 'Cause they
Correct.
step out on polygamies too.
Yes.
True.
So
And speaking of that, they got this new thing going. What is it called? Open marriage. You get your whatever.
All the pass.
The pass and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's inviting trouble in from for real. It is okay. It might be a fantasy of yours or blah, blah, blah. But what happens when they start liking the person more than you?
That's right.
It's going to be a whole big misunderstanding, but you allowed it to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So do y'all think marriage nowadays is kind of like non-traditional?
Oh yeah.
A lot, yes, a lot more than it used to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You know, and I hate that the shift is that it is the focus is about money, because as we know, money comes and goes.
Yes.
Money, there's no stability in money where there's stability in love.
Correct.
Yes,
You know what I mean? And love is free.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so when you think about the people that are in relationships like this, you know, you often look from looking through the window and saying, man, this is not going to end too well.
Yes.
Because we've seen it all too times, often on the news, somebody snaps,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all behind money.
Yeah.
Money or cheating.
Exactly.
Money or cheating?
But you gotta-
Okay.
Let's see.
You want to
Myrtle.
read it out? One of y'all want to read it?
Myrtle Nickerson says, Dr. Love, you have spoken a whole truth within itself. Thanks, beautiful.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh,
Wow. Thank you, Myrtle. Wow.
Yeah. My cowboy says money comes and goes. That's true. It
Yes.
is. I mean, it's so true.
It
And
does.
I don't see when the shift came
Mhm.
where it became so much focus on money.
Social media.
Social
plays
media.
a big part.
You
Social
think
media.
so?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Social
Yeah.
media is a facade.
It is.
It is, but
It
the young
is.
people believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
They
they
do.
don't have no.
But in Gail's case, they weren't young. They were in their 50s.
But it still was about the money. Period. It was about the money. You know what I mean? It was.
You don't
Because
look
I
50
guarantee you,
young.
if that guy didn't have no money,
Okay,
Right.
she
girl.
would have checked out a long time ago whether she was the
She would've
side
played
piece
in the
before
beginning.
or the one before or the one before. She would have checked out a long
You
time
sure
ago.
right.
For real. So the money
Money
was
is
the.
a cushion. Y'all gotta understand. If you're gonna take infidelity off of your spouse
Mhm.
and they're the breadwinner or they have the money, it's like a cushion, and it kind of cushions the blow if you think about it, because you're not gonna take that off of anybody that's broke. You're gonna be like, I'm not gonna, you gotta get up out of here, nigga. Nah.
Yeah. What you say? To the left, to the left. Everything you own to the box, to the left.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna get me a boyfriend too. You got you a girlfriend. But let me ask you this: can men handle that? Like
Oh,
when
no.
a girl gets all the
Absolutely
shit, we gonna get her a
no.
boy. Well, why not? What's good for the goose is good
Well,
for the
hold on,
gander.
Peaches. He told Gail, he
Yes.
said, hey, he said we need a break for 6 we need a break for 6 months, and in 3 to 6 months, and he told her to feel free to start seeing someone if she wanted to. And she was like, nigga, are you crazy?
He was releasing her, and she didn't want to be released
Yeah.
Mhm.
because her initial reaction was, "We can get counseling.
Mhm.
We can move away. We
Mhm.
can do this. We can do that." She was willing to accept it.
Yes.
But I think that's the attachment to the money. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
yes.
It's an attachment to the money and the lifestyle.
Mhm.
Where is the love? Where is the love? Does love? I guess I'm a you know, like
A lover of love.
Lover of
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I just know, like, think about it. When you have babies
Uh-huh.
and they're sick,
Uh-huh.
they tell you love on them.
Mhm.
Somebody's getting hurt or dying, they tell you to love on them.
Yeah.
They don't tell you go lay money on them. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, you guys, hey, hold up real quick. I just want to encourage the callers and the commenters to share the video and to and tag others who have
Yes.
who have had experiences with infidelity. So just please share, tag.
Comment.
And comment
Come-
and call
tag
in.
and
We
call
love to
in.
hear from y'all.
Yeah.
Call in.
I
We'd like
want
to
to hear from a
you.
man.
Okay.
I want to hear from a
Yeah.
man. Can a man call in? Like we always hear from the women, but I want to hear men speak on this because
Yes.
I need it from a male's perspective,
Yes.
and I need somebody that's gonna be honest. and
Yes.
transparent.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And-
Don't jump
what's
on
his
here
name,
giving us no
Yeah.
sugarcoating stuff.
Right, and Jamie Young, baby, he says, or she says, Dr. Love spoken some wisdom, and she always do, sugar,
She do.
because she is
She
the
do.
love doctor, baby.
Thank you. Thank
we
you.
love you for
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
But no, seriously, I mean, I get that he said that. That's because he don't want to leave his mistress. So I mean, if he's making it plain and clear that he don't want to leave his mistress and he got the money, I'm gonna go get me a boyfriend, and I'm gonna let him know I got me a boyfriend.
Wait a minute, I'm looking at comments here on my live.
Yeah,
so
what they say, girl.
So one of the listeners, when you said, "Well, can the men handle it?" She say, "Hell to the no, they can't handle it." She said they some really big.
BITCH is female dogs.
And then we have a comment from Courtney Davis.
Oh, the phone number. Okay, it is.
Benedict want to call in.
Okay. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's
So the Courtney Davis said the younger people view it like this: if we're going to put up with the BS, why not do it with someone who has money instead of someone who's broke?
Well, Courtney, that's what I said. I was like, because if you didn't, it's a cushion for the infidelity.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all get excited.
all right. Okay, so Benedict, the number is 832-560-2885. We want to hear from some men. We want to hear your perspective. We've heard from the women. We want to hear from the men because we like to give men, give them their chance to speak, because sometimes it wasn't always the man. Sometimes it was the woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to beat up on my brothers, because you got some trifling women out here that don't appreciate good men. So yeah, I want to hear from the men. So again, the number is 832-560-2885.
He ready. Okay. Hey, you on the phone? You on the line with Diva'S Dose?
Who he's talking to?
Good evening, ladies. This is Benedict.
Hey.
Okay, my comment is at the beginning of the conversation. At the beginning of the conversation, when Gail found out about her husband with the mistress. Okay. When you dug deeper, you found out that she was once the mistress.
Absolutely, Benedict.
Each one of you women have morals and principles about yourself.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So if you're not going to indulge, then you don't lower your standards. You don't lower that. You don't be a part of that. She had a problem when the tables turned. You understand? I wouldn't have never been involved from the beginning if he was already involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she indulged from the beginning.
Yes.
And then when he went on to add someone else to the team, now she have a problem with it. Now, but when you have principles and morals about yourself, you don't bend that, you don't fold that, you don't, it's just one of those deals where you just don't. Either you with it or you not.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
In my opinion. So as a result, when she wasn't ready to turn loose, then she wanted to come up with all these stipulations. Well, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. It was fine when you was in that position.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
So what changed?
But to her defense, though, Benedict, Gail said that he started off, when she asked him, was he married? He said he was, but they were in the process of getting a divorce.
They always say that.
Yeah, they always say that. But so she said, well, hey, you need to work it out with your wife. I don't do married men, yada, yada, whoop de whoop. And he was like, yeah, but I like you. You cute. You a challenge,
all
you
of
know?
that.
And so my thing with that is he told you all this, but then you still accepted those gifts. You should never accept gifts from a married man if you don't play that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Even if he is in the process of getting a divorce, like he say, why would you still accept the gifts? He knew what it took. He knew. I mean, he obviously had a history of that too. Because I mean, the first wife, from my understanding, I mean, that's how he got her. So I mean, it's just a rabbit hole.
He has a history.
So he's just one of them ones. He's just not gonna be faithful.
No.
If you're gonna be with him, that's what it is. You're gonna have to accept him. That's what it is. So in that case, I just hope that she's making him protect himself if that's what she's going to accept. In that case, which it sounds crazy for a marriage, but if she gonna continue to let him do it, she got to do something to protect herself. Something.
If it was me and I was gonna indulge with a married woman and she was going through a divorce, there's still in my mind, she still needs time to heal and close that door.
Absolutely.
Go from the pot to the skillet.
Yes, yes.
You know, there's still some time that even me as a guy, when I date a woman, I still want to give her 90 days, 6 months to make sure because a lot of people are done with the other partner, but the other partner is not done
with them. So then you in the middle
with them, and it creates a problem. A lot of people that get killed in relationships at the end of it.
Yeah,
because one is done and one is not. You still need to give people time enough to close those doors.
That's
to
right.
Get out of their to move on.
That's right. And like you said,
I wouldn't go deep into a relationship with someone who's fresh out of a situation. No.
And it don't matter if you've been on the side or none of that. Give that person time to.
And then not only that, he left his first wife with a 2 and 4-year-old.
Oh wow.
Well, baby, he took them with him. Think I'm lying, baby. Baby, take your little children.
I'm not playing stepmama.
Baby, take your children with you. I see them on the weekend. Bob.
That's right. Ain't preparing no school lunches, no none of that. Yeah.
I have a question for you. If you don't mind me asking, how seasoned are you, Benedict? Are you, say, in your older age? And if you are, when you were younger, did you indulge with a married woman?
That's a good question.
Good question.
No, I've never had anything to do with a married woman. I'm 50 years old. I've never been married. I hope to one day get married.
Okay.
But again, I think the biggest problem nowadays is that there are so many avenues to date and hide.
Yeah.
No one wants to do. The old folks gave us the secrets. They said, "Hey, friends before lovers."
Correct.
You give your friendship time to blossom to what it's supposed to be.
That's right.
You give it time to grow and mature to what it's supposed to be.
That's
And
right.
when you skip first base and you skip second base and you go to third base, then you realize that you're missing a lot in between.
That's right. And don't
we're not compatible.
We're
not compatible.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a problem now. The feelings are caught up at that point.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
that's true, because once you get the feelings into it and the emotions, it's game over. But then that's when you realize sometimes, and let me just say this for the record, since we right there on the feelings and the emotion part, and you done skipped second base, third base, and all of that. When you skip them bases, which is very important not to skip, but when you skip them bases and you get caught up into the emotions and all of that, this is when you find out that some people can't handle you putting a good on them. They can't. The man or the woman.
No, everybody can't handle good loving. Everybody cannot handle good loving.
And what I'm saying now, they turn into a stalker. It's turned into a domestic violence thing. It's like it's way. But what I'm saying is, you didn't even know that he had a Mr. Jekyll, Dr. Hyde to him because you skipped second base.
Let me add something.
Yeah. If you didn't skip second base, you would some flags would have came up. You know? Yeah.
Everybody can't handle good loving, and everybody can't handle being spoiled.
That too. Both of them. Oh my God. You said a mouthful.
Yeah, that's good.
You said a mouthful. That's so true. That is so true. Yeah.
Yep. Well, let me just say this. Erica Jenkins say men have a way of making you believe and trust anything.
Okay.
They hate to communicate because they don't know how to communicate. And when you do, they feel like you're a female dog. This is why we stay. Why we stay.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why you were straight. That's what you meant to say.
That's the first
She done brought up the bird.
Baby, you gotta keep them, honey.
He is gonna know that if they're in the friend stage and let that friendship blossom.
Yeah.
He's gonna know that about him.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I'm glad we're on that subject, because when you skip the bases and then you realize all he really wanted was something or one night stand, then that's when it gets really, really misconstrued, because you thought it was something he knew it was just another hit, and now it's
he gone back
and
on
he
his
gone
wife.
about his business.
And back on
Yeah,
his wife.
yeah. So skipping them bases. Yeah, yeah.
But when you don't
That friendship, the right friendship, you can have a long marriage. But if you skip them steps in that friendship, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 it ain't gonna work.
That's right. True. That's true.
That is so true. Yeah.
You can learn a lot by being a person's friend.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I think he did say he was.
And you have 2 ears to listen twice as much as you talk.
Yep.
Learn to listen to them. They're gonna tell you everything that you want to know about them if you listen.
If you just listen. Right. That's right. And with that being said, if you listen, is he gone? Okay.
No, that's somebody else calling.
No, I'm here.
Okay. So with that being said, if you listen to them good enough and not know if all they wanted, then you can determine if that's where you want to go when it comes down to the money. You see what I mean?
Let me hold this call right quick.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. A woman that's waiting on you'll wait on it.
Caller, we'll be right back, okay?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, you on the line with Diva'S Dose? What's on your mind?
Who we talking to?
Oh, can you hold?
Oh man, y'all back on here again with Hollywood Cole. No.
Well, Hollywood Cole, baby, you just hold on, sugar. You just hold on, baby. Give us
I got something about peace. I got to talk about something. You know, pieces. I'm coming hard.
Okay, Benedict. Okay, Benedict. Yeah, he's still holding. All right, Benedict. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead and finish your thought.
I was just saying that most of the people who are after, if a man is just after sexual gratification, that's gonna come off quick. She's gonna know that. But a man that's truly after a woman, it's more to it than that. It's not gonna come out like that. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait his turn. For instance, me, I would rather her offer it over me asking for it.
That's all I'm saying. See, when you hear the perspective from a man.
Yes.
Cheers
to Benedict. All right, cheers to you. Yes. That was a great way to end.
That was a good one.
Yes. Thank you so much, Benedict, for calling in, baby. And we sure appreciate you, sugar. And ladies, Benedict is single. So I think he got his information in the comments. Send him a DM. All right, baby.
It goes down in the DM.
Yeah. We got somebody else on the line?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right,
Hollywood Cole.
Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all something. I try to get my sister online with y'all tonight.
Okay.
Cause I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't gonna say names because you got to keep that on.
Okay.
But I'm strategic with this shit. But somebody in my life was personally in a relationship with a whole man for 3 years.
Okay.
She in a relationship for 3 years. Then he's in a business relationship with someone else.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, then he's smashing this bitch.
They had
The
a
business friends, the business people wind up hooking up. On the
yes. So I'm gonna say, he was telling me when I get to talking, oh, I don't need you to speak. I need a submissive person talking to me. A submissive what? Dude, I done served 26 years in the military. Who are you talking about being submissive? And then on top of it, then you gonna talk about somebody that's close to me, and then you treat her like she ain't nothing but a freaking somebody you just smashing? Okay. But
they weren't married though.
They weren't married.
Oh, does it
but the
count?
thing is, no, it don't count. But the thing is that they knew us for all those years.
How many years?
So respectfulness,
3 years.
So that means
So you saying they common law married at this point?
they are common law.
Yeah,
well,
I need a piece of paper.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying respect, because friendship was built before all them getting together, right? So then this dude comes and say, hey, now I just want to know y'all's perspective as women.
Okay.
When I'm watching this stuff transpire, because I don't hang with a lot of ladies.
Okay.
I hang more with men. Because sometimes I love my women, but don't get it twisted. Sometimes we can catch. So I be like, okay. I said, how are you going to sit here and treat this woman like when I snap my fingers, she bow down and suck my ding dong?
Wait a minute now.
Well, honey, that's not like the one.
No, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here tonight.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, that's the woman he need and want, because if the other one ain't willing to do that, then deuces. I mean, that's foul.
Yeah,
That
but
ain't foul. What you gonna say, Mimi?
I don't think that him being in a business relationship, that woman was submissive, because obviously she's business and she's a businesswoman. She's about her business.
Right.
So there's no submissiveness in that.
No, right.
No, I don't think that that's the case, because literally the person that's close to me, okay, is in a relationship with the same dude that I'm talking about, right?
Wow. Okay.
And so then all of a sudden he cuts her off. Now all of a sudden he's in a relationship with somebody he claims that he wasn't in a relationship until January the 1st.
Because when he snaps his fingers, she go down and suck the ding dong.
No, it's about the money. It's about the money.
But they both making money.
That's
That's the
point.
Okay.
It's about the motherfucking money.
Yeah.
And then he says that basically this chick is a high class chick, but she got 6 kids with 3 baby daddies.
Well, no, she can still be high class.
Okay.
That part.
How you high class? How you high class with 6 babies? How you got 6 kids with? How are you high class with 3 baby daddies with 6 kids? And you only 40 years old.
Or she could be handling her business.
Well, I mean, so I have a question. How is your friend? Is she motivated?
Well, this girl ain't my friend. The person I'm talking about, literally, I can't say the name because I don't want nobody to be like, "Ooh, you said my name."
Yeah.
Because you know how our folks feel.
Yeah.
But literally, because I hear the backlog. But anyway, literally, in my mind, she got played like Donkey Kong, and I know she did.
Right.
And it builds me up to see a black woman get played.
But to Mimi's point, is the one that got played, is she considered high class?
Yeah, that's the businesswoman. That's the
businesswoman.
But he always
woman. She talking about the girl that got played.
The one that
got played with the
so
businesswoman.
who was high class?
So the businesswoman was high class.
The businesswoman.
The high class person is the one that's the business owner with him.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, to this whole topic, he's not with old girl because of love. He with her for the advantage and the opportunity.
Of course.
So technically, I just want to tell you and to tell your friend, she didn't get played. That was a blessing in disguise. Because if he was really for her, he would have never left an opportunity for her. He would have stayed with the woman that was supporting him.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because in the end, I think he gonna get played.
Of course.
You get your arm.
This chick is only 40 years old, way younger than the person that's connected to me that was messing with him.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the next Gail Lewis, baby.
Yeah. Well, tell them keep living. Yeah. What goes around comes around. Yeah.
So I told the person that's connected to me, fuck that motherfucker.
Nicole.
Let that motherfucker go ahead and drip fucking nuts.
Right. Well, it was a save day when it come to H-Town, baby. Okay. But yes.
I mean, I had to call in with that one because I was like, you know what? I didn't understand. People get mad at me because I'm too real with shit. But how the person in my life getting played like Donkey Kong?
Well, I think it's the perception, right? And that's what we're saying. I think it's the perception.
It's the perception.
So oftentimes we think when a person is extracted from our life or they walk out of our life, we think it's a bad thing, when honestly it really is a blessing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't understand, and it goes back to this whole topic, right? Money or love.
Right.
Your friend was in it for love. The girl, he's in it for money.
Right.
So that wasn't, how would you say it, Dr. B? Evenly yoked.
They
That's
definitely
not
wasn't
what you
evenly
want
yoked.
in your life. That is a blessing. So honestly, you feeling upset, she didn't get played, she got blessed.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's what I told the person. I'm like, yo, let that shit go. You need to go off here when I go on trips. Go with me on some trips. We're gonna find you some niggas that you can get some fucking points from.
Ninjas.
And like,
Ninjas.
goodness.
But I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry because I know I said I'm gonna call them back because I was like, you just tag on mine.
All right, baby.
But I love you. Have a blessing. I'm done tonight.
All right, baby. We love you. Okay. Go ahead. We love to hear from more people. If you got any comments, put them in and call in with the number of 832
560
2885.
All right, because we love to hear from y'all.
And please tag and share and tell a friend to tell a friend. They may be going through something, y'all. We need to hear from them. We need to hear their stories.
I want to hear from a male. I want to hear from another man that has been through this type of situation to where maybe the woman used him for money.
Yeah. What they all do that.
So we have a comment.
Say, I didn't like that comment about her having 6 kids. That doesn't mean she can't make
something of herself.
I agree with you.
I agree, Shalicia. That's correct. Shalicia, I got you, girl. That's why I said, hold on now. I got you. I had to speak up.
That's right. Yeah, because because some women, they millionaires and making their own baby, and they got like what's that single name? They got about 20 children.
Oh, Kiki White.
Kiki White, baby, honey, boo child. How many children she got now?
Yeah,
I
think it's 10 or 11.
Yeah, but she's still making her money, baby, and taking care of all them babies.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but I don't think it was more about the money and the kids. The girl said high class or whatever. So so I think whatever that person's definition of what high class is what's messing with her mind. Yeah. So I don't think it had anything to do with the money because you got some cold women out here that's doing their thing, and it is the year of the woman because we have more successful entrepreneur women now than we've ever had in our life.
Yeah,
I mean, and just even though, and even in this day and age, we got a VP. That's a woman, so we doing our thing. So I just think it was the perception of her saying high class. I don't know what she meant by that.
Because I don't think that the number of children you have, or the number of baby daddies you have,
all of that, it doesn't. No, it don't. It don't. Yeah. So So
Nicole, just type your message in, sugar. Just go on and type it, baby.
Oh my God! Nicole is on it. I love it.
This is gonna be turned to the Nicole show. It's gonna be Nicole show. Yes, baby, release it. We want to hear from you. Don't get us wrong. But honey, you gonna be here for to the end of time.
Hey, we here every Thursday, Nicole.
There you go.
Every Thursday from 8 to 10, Nicole. We got you.
And you make sure you the first one to call in too. The first and the last.
And look, the topic's only gonna get juicier.
That's right. That's right. We talking real life situations.
So what happens when you're in a marriage, right? The same scenario, marriage, money, infidelity, but the man doesn't realize that he has a sexual problem, a sexual addiction.
Okay, so when you say the man don't realize he has a sexual, what you're talking about, like husband and wife,
you're in a relationship.
You're saying
it doesn't matter, right? Either or, they have a sexual addiction.
And you saying they don't realize it?
Yeah.
How could they not realize?
I mean, like that's like Eric Benet, right? He was with all those women, and he didn't come to realize that it was an addiction until what happened with Haley Berry.
Oh yeah.
She said she got tired of him getting her.
She knew.
But he didn't know.
Oh, girl, he knew.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah, no, they.
Why you say he didn't know, Mimi?
When you
that was his
no. What makes you think that he didn't know?
Well, I mean, because I think some people just
that was
sex.
his way of just saying,
just like
that was just his way of saying what he wanted to say at the time because he know he had lost a beautiful, good woman at the time.
Well, he did go to therapy though.
He did, but what I'm saying is he still knew it. He knew it. He knew it. He probably felt like something was abnormal. Like, why am I? This is all I want to do. Why I want to think about it. This is all I dream about.
He was
typical man.
Yeah, and
he typical man.
Well, but them type of people is every day, all day, throughout the day. And my thing is on something like that. How in the hell can you get anything else done?
Yeah,
because if you. Many times a day, that drains you. So how can you even function in?
I mean, but it still goes back to the question: What if just say for instance they do know,
Mm-hmm.
and they know it's a problem,
Right?
but they're afraid to tell their spouse.
No, because the spouse.
What you scared of?
Listen.
I mean,
At what age does the penis stop working? To have all this.
Girl.
It varies. Well,
It does. They might be on medication, high blood pressure,
Yeah.
diabetes.
Yeah.
And baby, I'm just saying, they're erectile dysfunctional and all that, child. They gotta take Viagra. My bad. Go ahead. Let me be quiet.
this is what I say about that. The guy, if he is having an issue about sex and he just wants it all the time, blah blah blah. Okay, this is when the wife. It goes back to communication.
But what if he's afraid to say it because
he don't have to be afraid to say it?
No, but we're talking about men. Men don't express themselves.
Right, and they not gonna say nothing. But as you, as the wife,
Right.
you gotta pull it out of him. You gotta pull it out. If you expect the man to talk and say something, he not. As the wife, you gotta pull it out.
That's right.
You have to. You can say, "Look here, babe. I know some stuff been bothering you, and and I'm kind of noticing."
Dr. B,
Let's
be real. If they don't even want to say they cheating,
listen.
No. Listen to where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Listen to where I'm coming from.
Okay.
If they don't even want to say they got an issue and they go out and cheat, what makes you think they're gonna tell you that they got a sexual addiction?
They not. You have to pull it out of them. You do. I'm telling you.
Therapist too.
Yeah. You got to. What I'm saying.
I gotta screw your brains out on the regular. Give you fellatio, cook the food.
What you think? Listen, it's a whole job. It's a whole job.
It's a job.
It is a whole job. It is a whole job. It is.
And that's the reason why you gonna let them go get a little girlfriend. Shit, so she can do all that. 'Cause I ain't got time for all that. You ain't finna be jumping up at me all goddamn day long, sweating on me and shit. I'm tired and hot. My legs hurting and shit. Man, go get your little girlfriend and my crew. You know your pass. Your pass. What the hell on?
Why not?
You ain't up for the job, so you got is it fair for him to go find somebody else that's up for it? Absolutely. You know he got a damn problem.
Listen. One of my good friends say, "You're right. It's a job with overtime."
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so go get another worker. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not gonna be doing all that now. You ain't gonna be.
You go to jail.
Stretching out my
You will be okay with
if that's the case.
Okay, would you give him a hall pass and a box of condoms?
Absolutely, why not?
Okay.
You gotta give him some to-go items.
Wait, let me hear this. Let me hear this
Come
right.
on, baby.
You saying you would be okay with giving him a hall pass?
Yeah, let's see. Y'all trip love this. We love it. No, based on what you just said, Mimi, he got an issue. He got a problem.
Right.
And based on what you say, you know this.
Yeah.
Us as women, we know
We
this.
know
We know
that.
this
We
issue.
know. Let me tell you something. We know our men.
Okay.
We know, especially when you done been with them for so long.
Yeah.
Because for one thing about it, women, we have intuition.
Mhm.
We have intuition. We know when something wrong with our kid. We know when something, and the show about the kid. The kid can be way in Africa and he ain't doing something right. We gonna get a inkling. We gonna get a something. You know what I mean? So the man, you with him and you with him that long ago. See, this is why things get so complicated, because you won't just have a simple conversation.
Yeah.
Now, if he don't want to talk about it, okay, well then let's get some professional help if you don't want to talk to me. But this shit needs to come out. For real. It does.
But Dr. B, I mean, half the marriages, the people don't communicate. So I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to find a solution for the people that don't communicate. Like, how do you
So if that's the case, and I don't mean to cut you off,
Mhm.
if that's the case, that means you wasn't communicating as much before you got married,
Of course,
because you
of
should
course,
be
of
able to
course.
talk to them about
That's right.
anything.
right, but that would
right.
be the great scenario of a great marriage.
Uh-huh.
But this
You talking about a marriage that's jacked
this
up.
topic is about
Jacked up. Mm-hmm.
jacked up. It's jacked up.
So if
This
it's
is jacked up.
so if the marriage, if it's jacked up, then that means you gonna have to make a decision. You gonna either deal with it or you're not. You gonna live with it or you're not.
That's
That's
right.
what it is.
Right.
That's what it is. And
Yep.
especially if you're too scared to say something about it.
That's right.
But you got, listen,
anything that's bothering you in a marriage, you got to say something about it.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Absolutely.
You got to get all that stuff off your chest. This is why people are having heart attacks and all of that, just because you holding too much stuff in. Get that stuff off your chest, and then that way, whenever when you say I want to leave or he want to leave, you can't say, well, listen, I didn't know about it. No, I ain't gonna never give you that opportunity to say you didn't know about it, because I came to your ass and I told you about it and you knew about it, but you didn't want to do nothing about it.
And that's why it's important for you to be best friends.
That's it. I'm trying to tell you.
About that's my dog.
That's what you said. Yeah. Don't ever give them the opportunity to say, well, I didn't know. No, I'm bringing everything to you. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell you because you're not gonna tell me you didn't know. That's what you're not gonna do.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, we're gonna talk it out. Now, if we don't agree or whatever, that's fine. If we don't agree, that's fine. But you will never tell me you didn't know. I didn't know that's how you was feeling.
Absolutely.
No, we're not doing that.
And I think that's what made up the great chemistry of me and my husband. Was that we talked about
everything, everything. And you know when something is bothering your man, and they should know when something is bothering you. Because when I get quiet around the house, all of them know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody know. My son won't even. He won't even text my phone. What's wrong with mama?
My husband knew me so well. They bring pancakes to the table. Yes, that pancake too dark. He so well. I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's important though.
Yeah, that's important.
And that's my point. So if you think about it, in this whole topic within itself, communication is just not there, because before someone steps out, they should have that conversation.
Got to.
And that's why I'm saying we know that it exists. That to me, the biggest piece is missing.
And if that person don't want to talk about it, that's when you tell them, just like what I just said. Okay, listen, I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they don't want to hear it, and let's just say whatever happens later, whatever. I'm like that song R. Kelly. When a woman is fed up, you can cry a river in a mountain. Because listen, I tried to talk to you and you didn't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? So that talking and letting them know is very important. Because when I say I'm done, that's it. Right. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
So you're saying, just to sum it up, that if they see something, they feel something, they need to speak on it.
Gotta say something. Okay. Gotta say something.
Because say in the door or out the door, it is real. My hubby is my homie.
That's right. That's right.
Is my homie. That's a t-shirt.
That is. That's right.
Homie,
that's right. That's right.
So now let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna change the dynamics. See, I know we talk about marriage, money, and infidelity. But what about marriage, kids, and infidelity? Because what if you still with your spouse because you don't want to break up the home of the kid? You want to be there to raise your child.
So you stay there, you be miserable with the children. I ain't doing that.
No,
I'm not doing that.
But that happens more commonly than what we think, right, Dr. Love?
It happens because let me tell you, them children, they get old, they get grown, and they gone, honey.
But
and they ain't worried about you no more.
But see, that's when the divorce comes in. It's like my kid's grown. I didn't.
Oh, so you wait until they get grown.
No.
So you stay miserable in marriage.
No.
I'm telling y'all,
I ain't doing all that, baby. I'm not gonna be with nobody for 18 years.
And we miserable. No.
Let me talk.
No, that is a true statement in itself, because I think there are some parents, and I can speak for myself, that felt like the sacrifice was greater than anything else. And so therefore I understand that the foundation and the stability for a child. Now, if there's arguing and bickering, I understand that that's one thing, but if there's no arguing and bickering, he's doing his thing, you doing your thing, and the kids are comfortable, they're fine, they don't know what's going on, I can understand the sacrifice is greater than anything else. Because at the end of the day,
that right
children
there.
damn show that part.
Because the kids they not crazy, and they're more wise than what we think and that we give credit to.
They will understand later.
And they will understand later when they have their own kids and their own household.
And that's what I was about to say.
And for if you have daughters, it's real important to show the daughter that you ain't got to take that, because then she'll take that into her to her womanhood, learn behavior, and she'll tolerate stuff for 19 years and she don't have to. If you show that daughter that you can be strong and grown on your own, she'll take that same independence and let that guy know, look, I'm not taking this off of you, period. They will.
Absolutely.
It's important for you to do that in front of a daughter, for sure.
Right.
For real,
but
for real.
Every situation is different.
It is.
But you do have to be careful with what you go through
in front of
teaching
them.
your children.
Correct.
You're
Yes.
teaching that to your
That's
children.
Because
Yeah.
I think I told my daughter to be too strong. Because baby, she be around here like, I got this. Mama don't need no man. I can do this. I can
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay. And she'll go do it on her own too.
Yeah.
And I, in a sense, I kind of feel like, I think I taught her to be.
No, it's
strong
okay.
and independent.
What you have to do is just let her know it's okay to be independent, but don't be too independent where you can't accept love.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And that's a good topic. So I want y'all to call in and comment on this topic what Sharnita just brought up about, being married with children, infidelity. We like to hear how y'all feel about that because me personally, I'm not going to be unhappy just because we got these children.
I'm not sacrifice.
Baby, you can take your kids with you. That's what I'm trying to
What you say? I'll pay you child support.
Because I'm going to be happy. And in order for me to be happy, I'm not going to be stuck with no kids on the weekend. While you out there fiddling with your little sweet thing and all that. Take the children and let her know it's y'all weekend. Well, we love you, baby.
Hey, caller, you on the line with Diva'S? What's on your mind?
Hey, ladies.
Hey. That boy sound familiar.
This damn show.
Hey, y'all. This Myrtle. Look, I've been watching y'all up like I'm a call sooner or later. But so check this out. I did want to let me turn it. I had y'all playing in the background. Hold on. Okay. So I did want to speak on the conversation that Nita brought up. The infidelity, infidelity, marriage, and kids. Yes. And I saw Courtney Davis comment, and what she said is absolutely true. Kids see everything, and not only do they see it, they feel it and they sense it.
Yes.
And I'm going to relate back to my first marriage. And it wasn't a long time, but it doesn't matter how long you're in it. The infidelity started probably 3 to 6 months after we said I do. I only had a daughter at that time. And later, like probably a year within that marriage, then the baby came. But when she said kids see it, and I think that's what helped me get out of my first marriage. Not just the mental abuse and the sexual abuse, but when my daughter, the man was just crazy. Yeah. So my daughter said to me one time, and this is like, well, how did you find your escape? Or what made you decide to leave? And that's another thing I was going to call in for earlier. Sometimes it's not always just about the money, because the nigga didn't have no money. I'm sorry. He didn't have no money. I'm just being real. He didn't have no money.
So you just loved him.
My mama told me my mama told me don't marry him. Yeah. But, and I'm just going to speak from, I ain't going to lie, y'all been drinking over here. So not that wine I've been trying to get, but on something else. But anyway, so my mama told me not to marry the guy, and I did anyway. And it wasn't for the money. But from the background that I came from, when you come from a broken home, home pretty much not at all, but you don't have a daddy in the home, you don't have your uncles, you don't have your brothers, because everybody in and out the prison system, you'll accept anything that come into your life that mimics love. Right. Yeah, and so I wanted to go back and circle around something Dr. Love had said. Yes. She was saying that, learning how to invest in yourself and self-love. And the self-help books, that's good. Just like, reading your Bible at home is good, but when you get into the sanctuary and when you're in God's presence, it's different, right? Yeah. So when I use my money that I work hard for and I invest into the education of therapists or counselors, okay, that's doing something for me. So Dr. Love, I appreciate you, everything that you do. It is important that we invest in it because that has helped me even to this moment right now in my relationship now. But to go back to the kid thing is my daughter, we was sitting on the couch. He came in, I was ready to leave him. I was tired of the constant phone calls and him coming in, the cheating. And he came in and he was just throwing everything, moving furniture. And I took my daughter and I held her close to me in the corner of the living room. And so when he got finished, I just held her because I was like, if he touched my kid or me, I'm going to go to prison. Yeah. So after he tore up the whole house and he cried the tears and stuff like that, I'm like, I'm over that. And he left out. My daughter, she went to her room and she said, first of all, I prayed and I cried and stuff. And when I went in there, I saw her crying. And so she said, Mama, she was like, why do you deal with that? Why do you tolerate that? And my daughter, I think she had to be like 9, 8 or 9.
Wow, that's my point.
Yeah.
And when I say that it broke me, and nothing in this world gives me more joy than my kids, and that's why I say I think God give me my kids. I got 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, and I'm doing okay. To the callers that it's okay. But my thing is this: so when my kids do see everything, so my thing, get out of it while you can, because one thing when my daughter told me that. I forgot all about self. And I thank God for my kids. I forgot about self because sometimes we can be selfish and we continue to stay in things. But I had to think about her and her well-being. I didn't want her to think that it was okay for a man, for her to see a man treat her mom like this, because I didn't want her to grow up and have those relationships. That was my outing. That was how I was able to get out of that. It's not always easy, and I'm saying this from a standpoint of view that have family that has tried to get out of infidelity relationships, abusive relationships. It's not always easy, and I say that it's not an scapegoat for me to say it's not always easy, because sometimes there are some dangers, that rise up in situations like that. But and to go back, circle around before somebody else call. I wanted to talk about the whole self-love. And I watched y'all podcast last Thursday, and when I tell you, y'all helped. Y'all was like on one accord with my therapist.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
That's what
y'all was on one accord with my therapist, and listening to y'all podcast, and I do therapy once a week. I was able to deal with a major milestone in my personal life now that pretty much I had to tell somebody, hey, it's time to either shit or get off the pot. Because my love for you, I can't let my love for you outweigh the love that I have for myself.
Period.
To be in something for so long and to say, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Like, no, it's not okay. Because, sometimes people stay in stuff, not just for the money or whatnot, but it's a fear that's behind it. But thank God for therapy. Thank God for investing my money in counseling. And sometimes one person, they're going to boot along the other person. But I did want to say thank you, ladies. Y'all be saying some stuff. Y'all callers be saying some stuff. But as for Sharnita, the whole kids, infidelity and marriage, to the listeners, if you can get out, get out. We don't want to continue dragging generational curses across by letting them see, witness, and hear things that they shouldn't be.
That's right.
So,
Yes. Thank you, Murder.
Well, thank y'all.
Thank you. That was good.
Courtney, what you talking about? Talking about instill a high class woman. Oh, okay.
You being petty, daddy Courtney Davis, just like her daddy.
Wow, that was profound, y'all. That was very profound. I think that's what it's about, right? It's about really speaking on this panel and just really letting people know like our different opinions and everything.
Absolutely.
And this whole marriage, money, and infidelity, it's real.
Yeah.
It truly exists.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that are in that situation.
Absolutely.
But especially those people with the pensions.
That part.
Right.
Yes.
But you can tell that murder is doing the work.
Yes.
And you have to do the work
Absolutely.
in order for you to excel and elevate and get to the
Absolutely.
next level,
Yes.
so that you have the self-esteem that you need, so that you can lead.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
And speaking of that, when you do have that self-esteem, let me tell you something. When you get that self-esteem and when you get that back, can't nobody tell you nothing. Do you hear me? When you get that back, they can't tell you nothing. Because what happens is your spirit is so low because they've drained you with all that whatever, them lies, the whatever, the
Smoking mirrors.
Smoking mirrors, lies, all of that. And you fell for it, you know what I mean? But when you bounce back and put that time back into you, can't nobody tell you nothing. And you will never ever stoop to that level of disrespect or people handling you a certain type of way, never ever again in life. You won't. Right. You won't. And when you're like you say, when your kids watching you too, that's gonna help them. It's gonna help them because I'm telling you, I've seen people, I've been coaching and doing this thing for over 20 years. I've seen people, their kids repeat the pattern that they did. And it breaks my heart because the kids don't know no better. They're just a product of what they've been taught, and somebody has to break the cycle.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right. Nicole say she back, child. I think this is the Nicole Bird show. But that's all right, baby. We love you, sugar. She say, and to smooth out my comment about 3 marriages, because we always dissect doo-doo. I understand my mother have 4 kids with 3 men, and I am the eldest, but a man was trying to drag someone close to me. We got you, baby.
We got you.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, but baby daddies and baby, all that don't even matter.
Right.
What matters to me is that you're a strong woman.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that you know who you are. You taking care of your kids.
That's right.
You doing your thing, and like I say, got that back. Because somebody can try to make you feel bad because of that, but you are never what your situation is.
No,
Right.
You are always better than what your situation
That's right.
is. You yeah.
Because girl, I got 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, and I'm on my way to becoming a millionaire.
Right, that's it. So
you better speak,
here's your thing. What people don't know is we're not defined about who we are, what our circumstance is, or whatever. You're not defined that I'm Nita with 3 kids. That's irrelevant.
Right.
Like you say, I'm Nita on the way to being a millionaire. So now, when I become that millionaire, that same person who talked about me, don't ask me for nothing.
I ain't got it.
Don't ask me for nothing.
That part.
Like broke
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
That's just a part of who you are.
That's right. That's not who you are.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
That's
Can't be
just a
ashamed
part
of
of
your
it.
Well,
past.
That's right.
I would say the 3rd time was a charm. I was married to my 3rd child's father, and the 3rd time was definitely a charm. He was the love of my life.
Yeah.
And will still be the love of my life, had God not had other plans for him. But I'm okay with that. That's another story for another time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said that beautiful.
Yeah.
She'll be gonna cry, baby. She'll cry in a minute, baby, when she was talking about her sweet time. She'll bring it in like, wait a minute, do I gotta
Now we really need to toast today. You did.
toast to that boy.
She better speak.
No, I was gonna simply say that that's a blessing in disguise. Like you don't understand. Like most people don't even get to meet the love of their life.
That's right. That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yes,
So,
I
It
agree.
is.
you know,
Yeah.
cheers to you. Kudos.
Thank
to you.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it was a short time period, but hey, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Because
Right.
some people don't get it in a
They don't
lifetime.
And
get it
they
in a
don't.
lifetime.
They don't.
Absolutely, Renee.
They don't.
So
But yeah, but even speaking of the children, okay, with the you said it without crying, sis. I'm proud of you. Because she's a big old crybaby. She pretend like she not. I know. That just who is? Oh, come on, bring it on up. Let me see my people say Carmen Drake, twin. Y'all
she say twin. I'm a twin. Hey, Carmen. Thank you, cuz. I appreciate it. I love you.
Yes. And Carmen Drake's a peace of mind is better than anything. Peace is a wonderful thing. Keep it moving, baby.
That's
Yes,
it. That's it. You
absolutely.
can't put a price on peace. That's
Not
right.
at all.
That's
Priceless.
right. That's right.
Absolutely.
But what I was about to say to the comment about the marriage and children and everything and the girls watching, because I know growing up in my household, my dad was a straight. Can I say hoe? Because that's what he was. And
not too much.
Yeah. And I saw my mama go through a lot with my dad. And one thing I always said, I wasn't gonna do that. So I will say I got daddy issues when it comes to cheating. I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Like I just cannot. If you are a cheater, you better move around with me.
Yeah.
I might joke and play about what I do, but I absolutely do not condone cheating at all. Because if I'm with you, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And I saw my mama dragging women down the stairs, the phone calls. And the reason why my daddy did it, and to this day, he'll tell you, I was the man, I paid the bill, so you do what I tell you to do.
Wow.
My mama did not work.
Yeah.
She cooked, she cleaned. Nita tell you, she come home and spend the night. The house was always immaculate.
That's
You know what I'm saying? That's what my mama did.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
right.
And
And it was because she came from that household with her mom and my grandfather. And my grandfather, I just told you, he was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Papa had 10 children and 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
And my mama witnessed that in the household. So she thought that was acceptable. That's what she thought. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Long, I'm supposed to be the wife. I'm supposed to cook. I'm supposed to clean and take care of the children. And he do what he need to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't finna go through that.
Right.
And that's the reason why I was like, I'm not gonna put up with that.
Well, Ruby had 11 kids, 1 baby daddy. So
What?
But I just want to throw that out there.
Saved, the Holy Spirit.
Not always. Not always. No, ma'am. No,
Well, you know
ma'am.
what the Bible says? She's supposed to be submissive.
Well,
Let's say that for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Courtney say, just imagine how it's going to be when y'all reunite in heaven.
Reunite.
Reunite. Okay, so y'all listen. This conversation is still going, and we extended the time because of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did, and because we knew that last week an hour was just wasn't enough.
Yeah, y'all couldn't get enough of us.
Yeah, it was just it was so good to where we said, okay, we're gonna extend the time. So we're here for you. And we have about a good 25 more minutes.
Yes.
Y'all better make that phone call.
Y'all want to make that phone call? So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
Yes.
That I'm going to be pulling names to see who will get the free bottle of wine. So listen, call in. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from the men.
Yes.
I
I want to hear from the men. I really want to know what's your perspective on marriage, money, and infidelity.
Yes.
Like, for instance, okay, you know what? Now this is a whole nother topic.
Oh.
I'm gonna put a twist on this.
Spoiler alert.
I'm gonna put a whole twist on this. Now,
Okay.
is there any man out there to where you made up in your mind that you couldn't handle it no more, and you walked away and you said, you know what, she can have a house, the keys, the car, the dog, the retirement, all of that. I'm just unhappy and I can't do this no more. Is it any man out there who you walked away from it because you just couldn't do it no more, because that woman may not have been what you thought she was, and she probably cheated on you. She probably cheated on you with the fella at the job, or the pool man, the best friend, the mailman, all of that. So men, and here's the thing: when you call in, you don't have to say your name.
Absolutely.
You don't have to. You don't have to say your name. But I would love to just hear a man's perspective, because I'm telling you, the women out here ain't all that innocent either. So yeah, and as a matter of fact, some of the men are not so faithful right now because they have been hurt, and then they don't know how to heal and come and be a good man for somebody else that they should have picked in the first place.
And so while we wait on that, I want y'all to tell y'all, because you know I gotta tell you. So, this is some good old wine here. It is sensational.
Yes.
And it comes in 2 flavors. I actually like this one. This one puts
The
you
red
to sleep.
one.
Yes,
Yeah, the
I
red
do.
one you sleep really
Yes.
good. Yeah, you sleep real good with
please,
the red one.
check it out. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
We want y'all to try. So the next time you attend our podcast, pour you up a glass.
Right.
You know, and Dr. Love, she's the one that prescribes it.
Yes.
It's 15% alcohol. It's vegan. It's made with love.
Yes.
And what am I missing? It's aphrodisiac.
It's aphrodisiac. It's vegan. It's gluten-free, natural flavors. It's going to be in the rodeo this month. Yes. It's going to be at the Houston Livestock Rodeo. It won international uncorked wine competition. There was probably about, I don't know, maybe over 20,000 entries. I think a lot. I can't remember the countries. It was in all of that. But anyway, both of the wines won the international wine competition. So we'll be at the rodeo. So but anyway, listen, you want to get you a bottle of this, and also they can answer. Also, and get these for gift baskets or whatever. So we have a taste of love.
Hey, you're on the line with Diva'S. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to this evening?
Hi.
Hi.
I saw you on YouTube.
Okay. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Welcome, caller.
Yes. What's your name, baby?
I'm DJ.
Hey, DJ. How are you, DJ?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania in the house. Okay.
So what's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
What do you say?
What's on your
mind? The call.
I saw you pictures. You're talking nice online.
Okay. Thank you.
Did you want to touch?
Did you have a question?
Nah.
Okay.
You have you a good old night then, sugar. All right, take care.
What's your name? So you can enter to win the wine, DJ.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So we have another product tonight. It's the Purple Pickle Factory. These are candy flavored pickles.
Okay.
And they can be found in HEB.
Awesome. Okay, let me try one.
Yeah, me too.
The Purple Pickle Factory.
I also have an advertisement as well. We actually mix Dr. B's wine with our daiquiris tonight, and I must say,
Pretty amazing.
hey, it's pretty good.
If you can't tell, you can tell. It's
pretty
gone.
amazing.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. I even poured some more wine after it. So I mean, but anyway, check out the Catfish Station on Highway 6. It's owned by Rodney Thompson. He is the former New York Giants NFL player. So check out his restaurant. It's on Highway 6, Catfish Station.
She said she gonna make them.
It's purple candy. You know what? I can put on. It can drip on this paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Take me back to my
childhood. Yeah.
With the cool cups.
Okay.
The Frito pies.
Is it sweet? It's pretty good.
Okay.
So y'all gonna get y'all some. This is pretty good. Okay.
Hey, I'm a foodie, y'all. Y'all probably can tell. Y'all this robustness. That's good. It really is.
All right. Okay. So back to our topic. While we over here munching and drinking and munching.
Okay.
Any men, call on in, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We really want to hear from y'all.
It is good.
Hey, share, subscribe, and tag. Please. Please share, subscribe, and tag our podcast. We trying to blow up.
So yes, men, please do call in. We love to hear from the men because we love a male's perspective. Because sometimes, because us women, we got our own thing, you know.
And this is not a male bashing show. We are very open-minded women.
Yes.
You know, very I would say very intellectual, and I mean, we just think on a broad scale. So please don't feel bashful or like, oh, they won't understand. Trust me, I grew up with male figures, so I would get it. If nobody else, trust me, I would get it. I'm pretty sure the other ladies would too.
Yeah. And I always pose the question, you know, like especially on my TikTok, I'd be like, hey, especially when the topic is coming, because I just feel like in order for us to really get a true encompass of how things should be talked about or just the personal opinions from other individuals, we have to get the male's perspective. And so that's why we do want to encourage the men to come on in the comments or call in on the show, because we want to hear from your perspective, because hey, we're women and we're going to think like women. We need to hear from a male's perspective.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, your comments are definitely welcome. Your calls are definitely welcome. But at the end of the day, this marriage, money, and infidelity is real, y'all.
It is
so
very
real.
On so many levels.
And I have a question for the listeners and for the people that are watching. If this did happen to you with infidelity, I'd like to know, what was some of your deal breakers? What was some of your deal breakers? Like at what point did you say this is it? Anybody have any comments? Anybody want to call in? The number is 832-560-2885.
I wouldn't mind even hearing from a mistress.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I want to hear from a mistress. Like, what did he lie to her? Did he tell her? Did he tell her the truth? Did she still went with it? You know, did she become the other woman? You know,
absolutely.
I would love to hear, you know, that sort of stuff. But in that case, like, have any of the women on this panel been in a situation like that?
When they was a mistress?
No, just the love, you know, money and infidelity. Have you all ever been in a situation?
No, I haven't, and thank God.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily be married. Married, but you know what I mean, just in a relationship.
Well, I've dealt with quite a few married men in my day, a time or two, you know. But I mean, they all had great status quos. You know what I mean? Money.
Just be honest.
I mean, so and at that point in my life where I was okay with being the mistress and they were the status quo. I was okay with that. until one of them tried to move in with me. And
See?
I go, what the hell?
See what I mean about they
I
can't
was
handle?
like, I'm okay with just being the mistress. I'm okay with that. Because look, here's the thing. I don't have to deal with you for too long.
Yes, for 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, I can just tell you what you want to hear, pat you on your head, and see you back home.
Stroke your little ego. That's right. Because I feel like most of the time the reason why some men cheat is because their ego ain't strong.
Well, he said he was cheating because he was bored.
Well, that's true too.
But they always say that.
Yeah, and they do.
Why do the women get boring on them though?
Because she ain't doing the same thing she was doing to keep when she first got them.
That's one. And then you got to think about it. Life happens. Okay, like say for instance, you got 3-4 kids, right? The kids are in different ages and different stages of school. He not sitting down with them with the homework and all of that. The woman is. So by the time she gets ready to go to bed and you want her to jump from the ceiling, she don't have no strength to jump from the ceiling. But on the other hand, if you help with the kids and help them with their homework or just one assignment or help with just one of the kids, she can grasp that energy to hang from the ceiling at the end of the night. So it's a lot of things that come into play to where that woman is drained at the end of the night. But if you do your part and kind of help, I don't care if it's just simple stuff like washing the dishes if she cooked, like if she washed the clothes, fold them. I mean, I'm not saying you got to do anything, but I'm saying anything to help contribute to make her day just a little bit lighter. So by the time she get in that bed, she got enough strength to do what she needs to do.
And I get that because and I do get that.
Yeah.
So let me just play devil's advocate.
Okay,
I'm going to do all that, but I'm still going to take care of my man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so this is my thing. And this is just me. And and let me tell you, I've never been married before. But if I was married and I was in a situation, I feel like as a woman, it's for me to take care of the children. Yes, the man's supposed to be there because he's a provider, he's protecting and all that.
Yeah.
But as a woman, I'm going to take care of these children, make sure I do what I need to do. And they ass going to be in the bed by 7 o'clock because me and my man, absolutely, they need to be sleep. I'm in bed by 7. So that me and my man can connect. So the dinner and everything is done. These kids have been fed. They took their bath. 7 o'clock. Your ass has been in bed because me and my man got things to do.
Well, let me just say this. Let me tell you this. I want to say this from this angle to you.
Okay.
You love sports, right?
Absolutely.
Most of the time, if you have boys or even girls or whatever, they're going to be in those extra activities and you will not be asleep by 7. I'm just saying. That's real.
Much as you like to be
that's real.
A routine.
Yeah, because you can have a routine with the younger kids, but as they get older and they're in sports and extra activities, 7 o'clock is unreal because sometimes the football practice is just over at 7.
Because I get that because I love sports and I'm gonna be there for the sports.
Right.
So you have to make adjustments because even throughout marriage, you have to make adjustments.
Yes.
You absolutely do.
Yeah.
So I do hear what you're saying.
Yes.
When they're younger, when they get older, because they got basketball, football, what have you.
Right.
That's lasting until 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
But once we get home, go take care of your business. Don't bother me because I'm in the room with your daddy.
But what if on top of that? But wait a minute now, because I'm just bringing it to you.
Go ahead, bring it, baby.
But what on top of that? You get home from the sports, and he got a project he forgot to tell you about.
Oh, let me tell you about that. So let's go down. You ain't forgot shit in me because you knew about that project. No. I don't play that.
I'm just telling you real life situations.
And I'm giving you a real life situation with my kids, and you can ask them. You've been knowing about that goddamn project. You've been knowing about that. So you ain't just found out today that this project is due tomorrow. You a goddamn lie. So go on and do what you need to do, and I'm in the room with your dad.
So are you saying?
You just said, no, whatever, child. I'm just saying, I prioritize.
I'm just bringing it out.
So are you saying
be with my man?
So are you saying that you would settle for a quickie?
Hell yeah. Hey, boy, come on, get on in this side.
You definitely got to do the quickie. That's for sure. You got to. Yeah, you got to. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning, y'all, at the end of the day, these children grow up and they move on.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that my man is taken care of and satisfied at the end of the day.
Of course.
Because if you do not do that, and I'm just so tired. I mean, girl, just lift the leg up and just roll over, let him do what he got to do and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
But I just feel like sometimes women deprive they men of sex and all that kind of stuff. And then you wonder why he go creep out because he a man. He gonna do what he want to do anyway. Right. And that's a woman too. You can't stop nobody from doing what they need to do. But if you handling your business at home, what's no excuse? Cheat.
If you're tired and you can't lift your leg,
well, honey, he because
you've been lifting yourself. You've been on your feet
Yeah.
All day. You done worked a 9 to 5. You done came home, clean the house, cook the dinner. Then you got to get the kids together.
Yeah.
Girl, you don't want to lift your leg. You can barely tap your toe.
Well, let him lift the
You
damn leg.
can't.
He can't lift the leg.
So if he can't understand
Her
that,
leg too big to lift.
if he can't understand that tonight is not
gotta
going
go
to
to
be
the
his
gym.
night, then there's something wrong right there too.
Well, maybe
yeah.
I'm a different breed.
Yeah.
Maybe I am a different
You are a
breed.
different breed.
I am. And you know me. I'm a
You
different
are.
breed.
Yeah.
I am going to take care of my man.
Right.
And
Bottom
that's
line.
true.
Okay.
That's
I
true.
just am. I'm going
That
to have
works
time for
for
the
you.
children.
Y'all-
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Y'all heard
So
it
I'm gonna
first.
tell you, different folks are different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes.
take care of my
Hey.
children, and I'm gonna take care of my man.
Okay.
I just want
I am.
I just want everybody to know this. Listen, when we have our first event, Peaches is going to be auctioned off. To the highest bidder.
Oh, so I have a quick question for the listeners. If there's anybody out there who has had an issue with marriage, infidelity, or money, and you just feel like, you know what, that's it. I can't do this no more. I don't even want to try this thing. I think even on my podcast, I put the song "How Did We Get Here?"
Yes.
Yes. How did we get here?
Yeah.
So is there anybody out there saying, how did we get here? How did we get to a place where we can't talk, we can't communicate it, we had to do divorce, or even if you got a divorce and you say, you know what, I'm done with love. Can somebody call in and please tell us how you feeling, so maybe we can encourage you to say, no, don't give up. Just because that didn't work don't mean don't mean that you cannot have love again, because you can. Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Call in 832. I'm sorry, Mimi. 832-560-2885. Okay, go ahead.
You know, after hearing everybody talking this whole almost 2 hours, I'm exhausted as a woman. Because I just feel like everything that's said is the woman.
The woman. Yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I almost feel like I understand why our grandmothers stayed in the marriage, because they didn't work.
Yes.
Right.
They took care of home. They cooked.
Yeah.
That was their job.
Yeah.
Now you got women that are working,
Yes.
being a mother, being a wife, and having a job.
Right.
And then they wonder why we can't fulfill our duties.
Right. Right.
So maybe that is why people are okay with money over love.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because they've been hurt. And sometimes when they've been hurt, when they've been
That's
hurt
right.
over love or whatever, they like, you know what, I ain't doing it. Next time it's gonna be for money. So in case if it don't work out, at least I can walk out with something. People get to that, they get to that point in that attitude.
Dr. B, I just think that, you know, the money outweighs love.
It does.
In the fact that they know and they understand, if I'm gonna do all of this, at least I'm going to have benefits out of what I'm putting in.
Correct.
Because if he decides to step out, I'm still going to walk away with something. And if you walk in with love, you walk out with nothing.
That too. That's true.
See, that's why I'm
That's
glad me and
true.
my husband had that.
That's true. That's
Me and my husband had
right.
that, nigga, if you need a kidney, I'm gonna give you a kidney. That's so had
That's
I
got it. I got it. Yes, I got it. So
But I'm a love. You know, y'all heard me say it earlier. I'm a person of love. I love love.
Oh, I
Like,
love love.
I
so
love
for
the
love.
feeling of being in love.
Yes.
I just feel like love heals everything.
It does.
Do you believe real love has found you though?
Of course.
You believe real love?
Yeah, I do.
Mhm.
I just know that I wasn't at that time in my life where I could appreciate it.
Oh,
You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
And
Yeah.
so therefore I can relate to many people and say, I get it.
Yeah.
So you believe you fumbled the ball because you.
Oh yeah, I know I fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's without a doubt.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with where I'm at, because
Yeah.
when she said when you get to that point in your life where you love you
Yes.
above everything else,
Yeah.
you don't need nothing else.
No.
I got my children, I
Right.
got my health,
Right.
I'm good.
But look how you sitting in it though.
Oh yeah.
See, when
Oh, yeah.
you can sit in it, we just talked about that, Nita. When you can sit in it, that's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
Now you're not going around saying, woe is me.
Oh, no,
I'm
oh,
the
no.
victim, all of
Yeah.
that. You understand what I'm saying? I
I
can't
know.
stand
I
that
know.
woe is
Yeah,
me.
I
I'm
know.
the victim. Let me tell you something.
Hey, bad.
Listen, that victim card is dead. It's throw it out the window somewhere, because you can change any situation. I don't care if somebody did you dirt, wrong, blah blah blah. God is at the top of the throne.
Amen.
He does not sleep nor slumber.
Yeah,
he doesn't. So you don't know what your other half of your life can be like if you give yourself a chance and give God a chance to give you the second chance. So it don't matter if somebody did you wrong, dirty, whatever. If you make up in your mind, I'm going to receive love again.
Yes.
God got something out there for me. It's happening. Period.
Absolutely.
But if you become the victim, woe is me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no, you ain't getting nobody.
Absolutely.
It ain't happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. I said in my pain.
Yeah, you got to sit in it. You got to sit in it.
I could have reverted to alcohol, drugs,
All of that.
Another man.
another man.
Yeah.
But I said in my pain.
You
and
gotta
I sat
sit
with
in it.
God and I prayed. I'm
Yes.
like, Lord.
Yes,
you
and
gotta
just
get me
get
up
you
out of this.
together. Because if you can get you together, the rest will follow.
That's right.
The rest will follow. It
But
will.
I'm that person though. I will sit in my pain.
Yeah. Oh, I sit in it.
Yeah. I will not deviate to another, another filler or mechanism to help me cope with it.
Right.
I will sit
Right. Oh yeah.
in the midst
And it
of
don't
my
matter
pain.
what the pain is. It could be
Don't
anything.
matter.
It could be a relationship. It could be whatever.
Absolutely.
Hell,
Absolutely.
Mimi could be my witness. I done had a hell of a week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I've been sitting in it.
Absolutely.
Trust me, I have.
Yes.
You know, and you
Yes.
because once I get through sitting in it, I always know God always come through with a master plan, or he come through with something better. And I'll be like, okay, God, now I understand why I went through it. Now I understand why this happened. But I have to always sit in it and face it. I can never sweep it under the rug. Because if you sweep it under the rug, you can't get it resolved and you don't get the real genuine outcome of what the outcome is supposed to
Right.
be.
Because when you don't sit in it
Yeah.
and you don't heal,
Yeah.
you'll never be happy.
Never be happy. You'll
Mm.
never, because
Never
it'll
be
always
happy.
be somebody else's fault of why you not happy and why you don't have somebody else.
Right.
And another thing while we on this topic, because see,
Spill
it's
it,
9:50.
Dr. Rose.
Listen, when you're on that path of woe is me, I'm the victim and all that and whatever, how is everybody else responsible for your happiness?
They're not.
How?
Then I
How?
always say I'm responsible for my own happiness.
Yes.
Anybody else adds to my happiness.
That's right. They add to
They
you.
add
You
to
already
my
complete by yourself.
Absolutely.
Well, let me tell you something. When somebody gets your complete Q7 Renee,
Uh-huh.
they are a bonus.
My husband
To
know
that.
it.
Yeah,
He know
you get
it.
what I'm saying? They
He
are
know
a
it.
bonus. Yeah, you
He
know, so I'm
know
saying
it.
to all the ladies on the panel, anybody, you know, like even I'm gonna speak with Mr. Ledette. I'm a bonus.
Absolutely.
He's a bonus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're complete by ourselves.
Absolutely.
We are.
And I
Yeah.
two whole people.
Two whole people. And
get
let me say
together.
something. When two whole people together, oh my God, you talk about jealous and envy.
Amen.
Woo,
Hey,
Jesus,
this
that's a
conversation
whole
getting
nother
deep. I'm
other.
about to
That's
say
a
that's a
whole
new
nother
topic.
subject.
That's a
Yes,
new topic.
that's a whole nother subject.
Well,
Yeah.
I think too, like a big part of everything that you guys are speaking on is accountability.
Mhm.
That's
It
part
is.
of the
Yes.
source.
Mhm.
You have to take accountability. Yeah, you know how you get somebody talking about, oh, I'm in a relationship and it's toxic.
Yeah.
Well, you allow it.
You allow it.
because you're staying there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You allowing that person to cheat because
All
they're
that.
staying there.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And so you have to take accountability. You can't always put it off on that person because what you're allowing to happen.
Right.
And oftentimes people never really face that.
That's right.
And I'm the conversation. I know we're about to wrap up.
Yeah.
But if there's anybody, you know, that's, you know, was out doing something today and you just didn't get a chance to comment or whatever, I would love for you to follow up and let us know that you've been in this situation. And let's just say the person that you was putting up this with had all the money and you didn't know what to do once he left you. Because he had all the money, you didn't have nothing. So you had to start over from zero. I would like to hear some success stories of how you started over from zero and you back on top on your game and you doing it for you, just so it can encourage other women out there. I would love to hear that.
True.
Yeah.
Can I chime in right quick?
Absolutely.
Sure, go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
got 4 minutes.
You got 4 minutes now. Go ahead.
4 minutes.
I know a woman who went through a relationship. The mother of the man told her not to marry the man.
Mhm.
She
Damn,
still
his
married
mama told him that?
his own mama.
His mama
That's
told him
deep.
not to marry the girl.
No,
his
his own
mama
mama
told
told
her
her
not
Not
to
to
marry
marry
him,
him.
which is the
Okay.
son.
Okay.
And she still married him because of the subject tonight. Money.
Money. Okay.
She married him because, you know, she grew up struggling and he provided the 6-figure income. He provided the trips to Spain and Bahamas and Turks and Caicos and the diamonds.
All of that.
So against the mother's will, she stayed in the relationship. Against her own
Intuition. Yeah.
she stayed in a relationship because of
The
Money.
Yeah.
And they didn't stay married 6 months.
Mm.
Because every woman, I'm gonna say a year,
Yeah.
Okay.
without mentioning any names, so I shouldn't be in trouble.
Yeah.
If you're listening to me, she stayed in the marriage about maybe 18 months.
Okay.
And after hearing from every woman in Iran and Iraq,
Wow.
and in America, about 18 different women
Wow.
are emailing her and sending pictures. This is why your man ain't home.
Wow. In other countries.
She finally said, yeah, he had contracts
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
in Iraq and
Okay.
Turkey and Istanbul or wherever.
Yeah.
So he was getting international then.
International nookie.
Yeah.
So she finally was like, look, if you're gonna have all the fun, I need to have some too. And he was like, no, he didn't want that.
Yeah.
So okay, so what was the end result? She left. She left?
She ended up leaving.
Okay, so
How much money she get?
Okay, so did she
He left her with nothing.
That's what I thought. So that's okay. So come on, I want to know, did she bounce back and get herself together?
No, she didn't, because she was broke when she went in it.
But
She was broke when she went in it.
and she didn't put nothing to the side. Too
She
much
didn't
power.
put anything to the
Oh
side.
no.
You don't
Too
relinquish
much
that,
power
baby. She
over.
relinquished too much for him.
Yeah,
Too
she
much power.
did. She did.
And you know, it was a sad case.
That's sad.
It was a sad
And that's
case.
why I say I want to hear some success stories
Yeah.
of some women that if they did have to go through that and they came back, they bounced back and they got themselves together, got their self-esteem back together, and they doing their thing, and it could be an inspiration to other women.
I don't have any of them stories, unfortunately.
So what's
Wow.
so what's the moral of the story? So I mean, basically, if I'm gonna ask everybody to kind of go down.
Okay,
So
go.
if I had to sum my everything of what I heard, I'd
Mhm.
have to say at this day and age, people are definitely focusing more on money than love.
Right, that's
The
true.
woman definitely works harder than the man.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, if it's something that if you're in a relationship and if it's something that you really don't feel like you can deal with, speak up or get out.
Yep. Okay.
I just think that women need to focus on self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
They need to focus on getting to know who they are at their core,
Yes.
so that when a man or even a woman, if that's what they into, comes in and tries to wiggle their way in,
Mm-hmm.
they can't break through
Right.
because they're too strong in who they are, and it's just you can't do it. They can't do it.
Okay.
Okay, me personally, I would just say do what floats your boat. I'm just keeping it real. Do what floats your boat. If you go into a marriage and y'all both have that open line of communication and y'all both on the same playing field, the same level, y'all in both agreement, hey, if this don't work out, I'm walking away with this money, and she gonna say, hey, if it don't work out, I walk away with my money, or whatever the case. Just have that communication and do what floats your boat. If you in it for the money, you in it for the money. If you in it for the love, you in it for the love. You in it for the short term, you in it for the short term. For the long term, for the long term. Do what makes you both happy and floats your boat.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say make sure you got something established for yourself going into it. I'm gonna have my money, you got your own money. We're gonna sign a prenup. No, I do not love you. I'm in here because I want you. It's two things I ain't never seen. That's probably why I ain't got no husband. Two things I ain't never seen. That's a turtle with speed or a ninja that I need. I don't need you. I just want you. And I feel like you have to show me what it is in you that I want to make me feel like I need you. But on the subject that we're talking about tonight, as far as marriage and love and money, yes, you do have to have some money. I'm not even gonna lie. Finances is everything.
It is.
And I'm not carrying the weight. The man should be the provider, the protector, and if he believes in God, the prayer. But at the same time, as women, you need to establish yourself first. Be able to take care of yourself. And this goes both ways, because a person can get up and leave you any day and time, and you need to be able to establish yourself. So if you're dealing with me and you want to marry me, we sign a prenup to begin with, because I'm like my cousin. I'm on my way to be a millionaire, and you ain't getting none of my money. And you're taking your children with you.
You ain't even gonna have no kids with me.
On that note, I got another question.
Wait.
We can extend it 10 minutes.
Okay.
We can extend it 10 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is what I sum up from tonight, even from the callers calling in, all of the ladies on the panel. What I have just summed it up to is it all comes down to decisions, emotions, communication, and letting money rule you. You don't let money rule you. You take control over it. Because if you take control over the money situation, then you won't make misguided decisions around the money. Anything that you mishandle, you will lose. Period. Which is whether it's the money, the wife, the marriage, the kid, the this, the that, whatever, the cat, the dog. Let me tell you something, and this is a true story. I know a couple that when they divorced and the woman left him, the damn dog left. Okay, I'm just telling you. So it's the truth. It is the truth. The dog left. The dog left after the dog thought he was going to stay. The dog left. This is a true story. So what I'm saying is, you have control over your whole situation. And if there's any women out there listening and you got that baller or you got that guy that's spending that money on you, whatever, take time to figure out really what's more important to you. Make sure you got your own eggs in your own basket and that you're doing something for yourself. Because you can validate you with what you got going on. So if he do leave today or tomorrow, you can stand on your own 2 feet. And because you can always get love again. You can. Even though people don't believe it, no, you can. You can get love again, but just protect yourself. Don't accept people cheating on you and bringing you diseases and all of that type of stuff and fighting on you. You're worth more than that, because diseases, I'm telling y'all, it's stuff out here you can't get rid of. You don't want to be with that burden. You don't want to be with that burden because you allowed it to happen, because then you can't blame nobody but yourself. You allowed it to happen, and you can't become the victim because you allowed it. So that is where the whole take of all of the ladies on the panel, the people, the callers, everybody, I just say, you have control over your own situation. Don't let the money control you. You control it.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me just say this. So, one of the things that I think, that women should do, and I'm speaking directly to women, and really, I guess I shouldn't just speak directly to women, but just men and women in general, or whether same-sex marriage or whatever. I think when you're in a marriage, it's important for you to know who you are.
Correct.
Don't lose yourself.
Do not.
Because what happens is, if something does go awry and it doesn't work out, it's not that hard for you to bounce back.
Well said.
That's right.
Okay, Malcolm.
What you got to say?
This is another topic for y'all, because I know we're running late now.
Okay.
This is another topic for y'all. I've had this debate before, and I would love to hear the panel's input and your listening audience's input.
Okay.
When you are dating, because everybody thinks the dating pool is trash and this, that, and other. When you're dating, shouldn't you ask these questions about money, about sex, about positions, about credit score, about all of these issues that you think may arise, cheating, before you get involved? I say yes. A buddy of mine was like, "Nah, man, you're getting too deep in the first date." I said the first date. The first date, so you can X that man or that woman out. Do you like sports? What if I sit up and watch sports all day Saturday and Sunday? Are you gonna want to leave me because of this? Shouldn't that be discussed in the first couple of dates? That's a topic.
I think so too, because I've ran into men that do not like sports. They don't, and they be tripping on me because they want me to come over. But I'm like, man, the UFC on tonight. I gotta watch my UFC.
Well, this is my answer to it. My answer to it is, it's okay to discuss it, but it's never what you do, it's how you do it. Like, don't make it be like an interview on the first date. You know what I mean? Because if it's like an interview, then that's too.
Maybe break it out.
Yeah, break it out. Like that's what you're going like to dinner or lunch or your first gathering. I know, but not like an interview. You want to sit there with somebody and they got a pen and paper. How many kids you got? Check. You know what I mean? Like, just like,
But women today and some men are so stuck on, I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
She wasted my time for 3 months, 6
But
months,
see,
a
but
year.
that's too long. 3 months. You can get that kind of conversation out within a month for sure.
Yeah,
At
30
least 2
days.
weeks.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
can
can.
get that out. You can get the things
Yeah.
that are burning in your head, your heart, your desire that you really want to get answered. You can get that out. That's communication.
I really
You can get it
believe in the
out.
90-day
I
rule.
definitely wouldn't go no 3 months not knowing.
Yeah.
I believe in the 90-day rule.
Act like
Sorry.
a man,
Yeah.
think like a woman.
Well, I just feel like a person just can't go that long without really showing you who they
You
are.
better believe it. Them onion,
Because that mask gonna come out.
yeah, them onion peels gonna start unraveling. Yeah.
I mean,
That
shoot.
representative
Yeah.
gonna go out the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Show
Mr.
up,
Hyde
the
gonna come
real
out
one.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Hyde gonna come out.
And that's
somewhere.
another thing. We just don't need to not pay attention to those red flags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because we all have them.
right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Let's wrap it
Well,
up.
let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Thank you guys. This concludes another evening of the Divas Dose podcast. Thank you guys so much for calling in. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for all your input. Once again, please like, subscribe, and share the video. If you indeed took something away from it or you just loved it, please continue to support us every
Yes.
Thursday,
Yeah.
8 to 10. You can expect to see us here.
Yes.
And I hope, like I say, once again, I hope you guys took something away from each one of the ladies on the panel.
Yes.
You know, hopefully, if it's something that was burning in your head, you took away something good from it. Anybody else want to add anything?
That is it.
Just thank you. Thank you for giving us your time and your space and tuning in. We really appreciate it because these are real life topics and matters. And I think the more we talk about it, the more it can be healing for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and make sure you follow us on social media,
Absolutely.
guys.
Yes.
Divas Dose Podcast on Facebook, Divas _podcast on Instagram, and Divas Dose Podcast on TikTok.
Absolutely. And we all have individual social medias. We want to give our handles?
No, I'm good.
Okay. They're all good.
I'm tired. It's past my bedtime.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
All right.
Love
Thank you. Until next time.
Good, ladies. Good.
This
That
was
was
good.
good.
That was
This
good.
Yeah, we got up to like 27 viewers. I was watching because I be y'all know it's a number, so I be looking at the numbers.
Now who we still
It's
live?
15 right now.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
still live? Oh my
Yes.
God!
Thank you.
You need to.
Heard
Thank-
it all before.
I have to conclude it. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. If you're wondering what we've been sipping on all night, this is the wine right here, A Taste of Love. Shop A Taste of Love at www.atasteoflove.love. Follow A Taste of Love on Instagram and Facebook at A Taste of Love, and A Taste of Love Wine on Facebook. Get your bottle today. Get your case today. If you
And be sure to use the discount code
Divas Dose.
All
caps.
capitals.
All caps.
Yes.
Absolutely.
discount code is Divas Dose.
All caps.
All caps.
All caps, everybody. And other than that, all I have to say is I want y'all to tune in every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. to listen to the Divas Dose podcast. Join us in the conversation. If you're watching the video, watching the replay, please press. I can't even talk.
Please press.
I can't even talk. Please press hashtag replay in the comments and comment on subject. We pay attention to the comment line and we will reply. Yes. That's all we got for tonight, y'all. Tune in next Thursday night on the Divas Dose podcast. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Topic, co-parenting with a toxic parent. Next topic.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Just gonna roll with it. Go with it, because I damn sure can talk about it. Yeah.
I know we have more.
When you have friends
that have had a baby daddy, the baby mama, you don't have to.
You know, friends that the woman was a bit vicious, or the daddy was a bit vicious, and you know what I mean, the child, they do it out front of the child, they don't let the child see the family.
We got
That's it. That was good, right?